It took me an hour to mow the lawn yesterday, and I spent the entire time thinking about FF14. I blame all of you. That's awesome. That's actually really awesome. I'm really happy. Aww. Oh, wow. Okay, let's do this. These are so weird. Touring farmlands with the queen of another nation is not how I expected to spend my day. Okay, here we go. A day in the life. I'm getting a tart. Sphene is eager to show you around. There we go. Rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let us head back to the farm we passed earlier. UPS Halo, it is called. We can speak with one of the farmers when we arrive. I guess we're off to UPS Halo. One thing I do have to say about this expansion is that I feel like this expansion has the most difficult names to pronounce. Like, even more difficult than ARR. What do you think of the fake Garnet so far? So, well, I don't really know her yet. So far, she seems nice, but we shall see. Time will tell. Wow, the music is very different here. Somehow when I think about like her aesthetics and, you know, a queen and Alexandria especially, I don't think about this style, so we'll see. Something seems off. What do you suppose they keep inside this building? Here we are. I'm sure you'll learn a great deal from the workers here. Hi! Allow me to introduce you to Mahusa, one of the most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She's well versed in myriad farming techniques. Indeed, the wealth of knowledge she has shared with the other farmers is what has allowed this place to flourish. Queen Sphene, to what do I owe this sudden shower of praise? My apologies for the interruption. I am come with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's all right. So the rumors of visitors from the outside were true. What manner of hosts would we be to deny them a look around? And I gather your majesty also intended to check on things here. You know me too well, Mahusa. I thought to seize this opportunity to see how the farmers fare, and perhaps pepper them with a few questions, though I do so enjoy observing and taking part in the work too. 'Twould appear we have her permission, so please walk the grounds to your heart's content. You go on ahead. I'll keep Sphene company. Don't misunderstand. I'm not the suspicious type, but given our positions, it would make sense for us to go around together, wouldn't you say? A fair point, but be sure not to let me out of your sight. I shall remain under Wuklamat's watchful eye. Pray come find us after you've seen your fill and spoken with the other farmhands. Hi, Framsy. Welcome on in. How are you today? Really starting to feel like I need a vacation. 2.5 weeks of work to go before a week vacation. Before 4-week vacation. Nice. Nice. So close. Oh. Plants. Elias. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source, you wish to know about my job? I tend to the fields mostly, watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It admittedly took some time until I fully understood how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps we use in the fields. We do our best to keep everything up to code, but should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. The land and sky being what they are, ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work. But honestly, I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. Aww, I like that. Oh, shoot. Oh, an unfamiliar face. I gather this is your first time on site then? Well, this here's the storehouse, or rather, the entrance. The real storehouse is underground, much more spacious and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside, which also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We've even got a few beds down there for emergencies. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electro complicate our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Take my job, for instance. I'm presently overseeing the storage of harvested crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and from there find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. The work is hard, I'll not deny, but I take great satisfaction in what we do. Hi. They're saying that you and yours are visitors from beyond the barrier. That true? So it is, which means we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I have a desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with life here in Alexandria. But setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. Here at UPS Halo, we produce not only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending the animals is an absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. It's always a little sad when they're shipped off, but a job is a job. Well, I need to get back to it, but it was nice talking to you. Please give my regards to the Queen. I love the life here in Alexandria. Doesn't look like the Alexandria I know. Yeah, same. This is not the Alexandria I know. Also, oh right, that was up a hill. Okay. Hi, Buklamat. It's a shame Koana's not here to see all these bizarre contraptions. I see. Don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone would have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. Oh, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you've had your fill of speaking with the farmers? Then let us return to Mahusa. Well, what are your impressions of the farm? Everything was surprisingly normal. I was amazed that everyone loves their work. Electrope is quite impressive. Electrope is quite impressive. My brain must be tired today, hard to speak proper English. Oh, it's okay. That's my day every day. So it was the electrode that caught your eye. That's only natural, I suppose, if you come from a place without it. Still, you only seem mildly impressed. This leads me to believe you have experience with even more marvelous technology. I'd love to hear your tales one day. And what did you think of our little tour, Lamati? What did you call me? Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard the others call you by that name and I thought... No, it's fine. As you said before, we've no need for titles and formalities. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed. That machines could be used to overcome so harsh an environment is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. The feeling is understandable. Indeed, many still find the machinery behind me baffling. It's a system that controls the distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Acting up, you say? You needn't worry, my queen. It happens fairly often, but put simply, it's taken in water that had a strong lightning charge. We think some creatures have become charged up with the energy and they're releasing it into the river we use as a resource. The system would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg it of the army. Well, there's always us. We could take care of it if you'd like. That is most gracious of you to offer, but it is much too dangerous. Oh, it's no trouble for the vow of resolve of Tuliolal. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations may develop, if there are people in need, I want to help. Simple as that. There is thunder and lightning here, very scary. Scary. And Kat is even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us long at all. Then very well, I gratefully accept, but please take all care. These ought to go even faster if you and I search for lightning-charged fiends on our own. Good hunting! Hunting! Rain is cozy, lightning is scary. Rain is cozy, as long as you don't have to go outside. Lightning. When was it? It was like within the past week or so when I didn't sleep well because I got woken up in the middle of the night by a thunderstorm that passed like right through me. So the crackling of the thunder was like really loud. It's like the sky is having a rave whenever there's thunder and lightning. Oh, I used to love it when I lived in an apartment building where I lived in a higher than I live right now. Like right now I only live on the second floor, so it's not high at all. But I used to live higher up. It was really cool to go to the balcony and to see the sky, all the lightning in the sky. It was pretty. I do not doubt your strength, but please be careful. Sorry for dragging you into our troubles. If it seems too dangerous, don't hesitate to retreat. Oh, honey, I don't think you know me. Destination. Just so worried about my computer breaking from a lightning strike. Fair enough. This is an interesting zone. It really is. I think I was saying, like, last time, like, I don't think we've ever had, like, a zone like this in the game. Like, this is very different to anything we've seen before. I like it. And also, hi! Welcome on in. How are you today? Where? Oh, there you are. Lost you for a second there. Sorry, that's just so satisfying. Did not have a chance to use my new ability. It's still glowing. My wrath. You will feel my wrath. Be better in 90 minutes or so when work is over? Ooh. Well, I'm happy to keep you company until then. Ah, you're both alright, thank goodness. You really needn't have worried so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried. You're my dear guests. But thank you, we truly appreciate this. Indeed. With this, we won't have to ask Soral Ja's machines for help. He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces, sparing but a fraction for the people's protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen Sveen. That's enough, Mausa. If you have grievances, I will hear them later. But to speak of the king now... No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folk here are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. You couldn't have favored us with more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. And you never fail to let us know how much you care. Nor how much you care. How are you liking Dawntrail? I am loving it so far. Loving it. This will end up being one of my favorite expansions, but where exactly there it is gonna land, I need to wait until I'm done with MSQ to say that. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. You seem a good sort, Sveen. That I'll admit. But you'll forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty has committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. Thought the story was well done. Personally, I rated 8 out of 10 or so. I can't judge the story until I'm done with it, but everything else in this game I've absolutely loved. This expansion has some of my like absolute favorite locations, absolute favorite music. I really loved the dungeons so far in the trial. Love the characters. Just the overall vibe of this expansion I've just loved so much. I did not like the transition in the middle when we kind of swapped stories. I feel like that could have been done so much better. I did not enjoy that. I did not enjoy the, like, we were ramping up to something super hype, super cool, and then it's like, you know what, let's not do that right now. Instead, let's go wander aimlessly, helping to catch jewelry thief and digging up dung. Like, that part I did not enjoy. But other than that, it's been absolute joy. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. Yeah. Now, I believe we are done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? Sure. On the cloud. Sveen would take you back to the outskirts. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will also have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the feeds. Come and visit us anytime. Having finished this, I can't say much. I don't want to ruin anything. Fair enough. Yeah, just let me have my journey. Ooh, I unlocked side quests. There's so much of Alexandria I would love to show you. Do you hear that? Oh, the beautiful music? Yes, I do.
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
I'm glad you could make it.
Are you with us?
Queen Sveen has come to see you. We're
The
here,
bracelet.
Namika. Everything is going to be all right. What's the matter, dear?
It can't be.
Yeah.
That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namika, it's me. Wuklamat.
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Soul cells.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on, in us.
Living on in memory. The Giants share a similar belief.
Wait! Where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. to when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's noxious influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sphyn's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder. Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs. Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoraljar resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoraljar do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoraljar's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud. Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
Things are getting weird. I've never seen nor heard of anything like this before. As far as I could tell, Pepone genuinely had no recollection of Namika. I feel so bad for Wuklamat. She lost her almost her entire family like that. We'll see how it is with other people. This is very unsettling. What's going on? How could Pepone suddenly forget about Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards in the Aetherite. Eepy, hopefully coffee will help a bit. Hi Dorian, who are you? Even if it's for research purposes, I simply cannot stand being out here. With all the lightning and whatnot, only a fool would choose to live in a place like this. Hi. You're the first one who's saying anything negative about this place. That's interesting. Working resident. Trying to see. You look so cute. An old woman named Namika? I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry I couldn't be of help. Oh, they're cute. Note to self, buy tarps. Lots of tarps. And bug repellent. We really don't want an Oglop. Oglops! We have Oglops here. I mean, this is a Final Fantasy IX reference, this place, but we have Oglops! Oh, that's so cool. What's that? Do I know a Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked at the outskirts for a good while now. If she's spent time here, I would remember. Did they check Google Drive for the memories? What was the rest of that sentence? Something about Oglops. Yeah, we really don't want an Oglop infestation. There may or may not be other FF9 references. I know that there's plenty. There's been like music already. There's the fact that this is called Alexandria. There are some enemies and now Oglops. We have a lot. How fares your new Everkeep something? Caregiving resident. I do recall caring for someone until recently, and you say that it was a woman named Namika? While I can't say for certain it was her, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. They say so normally. Like, that's just a normal thing that happens. Yeah, we're just storing her in the cloud. Oh yeah, people will surely live on their memory. It's just a digital memory. Alexandria is an obvious one. Yeah. I love FF9 so much. I want to replay that. Can't they give us the remake already? So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of ether corresponding to the act, too, and I sensed none in that moment. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Pepone seemingly forgot, a light in the device on his head began to blink. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells. But who might we ask about this? If we continued making such inquiries, I expect we would only cause confusion. Indeed. If we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for Kachua instead. Sphene said to try the Thunder Yards. Is that like a graveyard? It should be in this direction. Why do I feel like it's a graveyard? Oh, what is that? I saw something. Oh. Oh, hi, you're kind of cute. Impossible. Unidentified floating object. Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks dangerous. We'd better destroy it. No, it looks cute. Ah! You scared it. Now go give it pets. Should we give chase? I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. Aaronville, you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing, I'm fine. Well, it went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try to track it down. Also need to pop this every once in a while. For no reason at all, have you done the variant dungeons? Yes, I have all of them, all paths on all of them. It's faster than it looks. What's faster? Ooh, music. I do not see it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No sign of it over here. We shall find the cutie. That voice, could it be? I still need to go back and do those. I did one path of each and then never touched them again. We did those on stream, and we did them like blind, tried to figure out what we need to do differently to get the next things. That was fun. We did those just before we started to do the extreme journey. Although I still need to do, from one of those, I still need to do the mapping of the realm, because all the times we ran it, I never managed to get an RNG to get us to another path. Like, we have all the endings from there, but there's just one path that's kind of RNG, and I never got the RNG for the other path, so I have to do that still. You found it? To the northeast. Then it must be bound for the mines. Come on then. It could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. I'm getting good vibes from that creature. I love this little robot's design. Yeah. Do you have any of these near here? Not really. Ooh, there's a lot of people here. I think it's safe to assume it went into the mines. An old coal mine? It appears to have long since been abandoned, like so many other places. The stones in those crates, could it be turquoise? So it went in here. No comments from me about that robot. I'm having fun watching you figure it out. Thank you. Yeah. Please no spoilers, hints, or foreshadowing or anything like that. Just let me have as blind of an experience as I can. I heard faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone. But we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap. Be ready for a fight, everyone. Earth and sky. This place is such... Whoa, hello. Well, there's one. It would appear no one has worked these tunnels in quite some time. I'm not worried. I've had to improvise countless times before, after all. A device made with electrode. It seems to be the only one here. This tunnel just keeps going. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your guard.
What is this?
Ironville!
A trap?
It really is you!
Huh?
Who?
I just had to get a look at you in the light, and I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Olympia!
My darling, what now?
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
Fuzzy little bun bun. Oh my god, the music. Is this what happens people when they die? They're gonna be stored in the cloud and they can be used to live and continue living as these? I'm all for that. Loved it, huh? Yeah, that was funny. I loved it. Fussy little bun, but this is exactly what I'm saying.
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
I'm loving this.
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galoo Jaja's kitten? I
Kitten?
knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Ellen Espear was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope.
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
I'm sorry?
Oh, this won't do. Come in! Friends of my Ellen Espear are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
That seems about right. See, she's such a typical mother.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place, how are things still getting stranger?
I love it. But see, here's the thing. A mother's job is to embarrass their children. That's just their job. This is awesome. Wow, what a music we have here. Wow. Erinville's mother is a floating machine. Right. That makes about as much sense as everything else thus far. At this point, I doubt anything could possibly surprise me. The Allegans had machines that could be controlled remotely. Is she using something similar to communicate with us? I can't say I understand what's going on, but at least got you safe. Hello? You have pink hair. Wow. We're ready to hide in a heartbeat. Have to stay vigilant at all times. I see. Okay. Can you hear what theme this is? Oh, now I hear it. Now I hear it. Sorry, now I hear it. Now I hear it. So I started to listen at a moment where the melody wasn't really clear. Yeah, now I hear it. Yep. That was a clear moment. Umbral static. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what's happened, we'll need to ask her. Where did she go, by the way? Gone and forgotten. Arenville is conflicted by this long-fated reunion. Let's hear what she has to say. It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Baldesion. It's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body that I control remotely. I use this for our operations. We're members of a resistance organization. Oblivion, we call ourselves. And our goal is to thwart Zoralja's ambitions for conquest. As the leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see. Whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are. Though truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is? As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zoralja. This would be so bad for your mental. Oh, the true. But we failed to do that. And now he's taking his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electrotechnology, and that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulators expends a soul to bring them back to life. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packaged in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation, to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Souls is a common resource, and payment for services rendered. Is that why they were collecting in Tuliolal their souls? Because they were taking like some stuff from the dead people. The voids and practice of consuming others for their ether comes to mind. And similarly, I expect that the act comes with some risk. hero. Doesn't it dilute your sense of self? Wouldn't the consciousness of others corrupt your own? That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management? Then the reason everyone has forgotten Namika's existence. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer, so if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that the regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. Just removing them from existence? So this is what what is meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed. All memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators and an integral step in soul cell production. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. And this is why people are happy here? On its surface, it's similar to the Yakui philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could, so that the nation could endure. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people, I just find it hard to believe that Raleigh would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them, if they so wish. Okay. Sveen didn't strike me as the sort of ruler who to impose her will on others. So you've already met? She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zoral Shah. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death, or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. Quite right. But however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me, and you'll find out. Oh yeah, I hear the music. Didn't hear the Tantalus theme until someone mentioned it. Now I can't unhear it so good. Yep. Yep. Alright, let's continue. Hello, my lizard. Hi, Graha. To alter the memories of the populace with such precision is no small feat. What does she intend to show us? I'm sorry, but I just can't accept the idea of using souls as a resource. I agree. We're to see how the regulators work, but how? So those regulators are to blame for everyone forgetting Namika. For forgetting what a wonderful person she was. Which, yeah. Oh. They're working on upstairs again, so if you guys hear noises, I'm sorry. Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, on one of these hunters. Wow. Regretting my retainer job choices big time. I have 4 hunters and then 2 of each gatherer. But the hunters are jobs I don't play. Just had everything maxed when I got them, so made them Black Mage, Dragoon, and White Mage. Oh. Yeah, I'm currently in the process of making my Dragoon retainer a warrior retainer because I don't do Dragoon anymore. So... yeah, re-leveling that is a pain. Do I get up from here? Now I have to level those 3 jobs just to level my retainers up. See, that's what I was doing with my Dragoon. So I got my Dragoon to 94 and then I was like, I don't want to play a Dragoon. I don't want to play a Dragoon. So I reset my retainer to level 1 Marauder so that I can make them a warrior and never have to worry about Dragoon again. I wish you could change the jobs of your retainers without losing levels. Or at least not like, maybe having some kind of a... Oh my god. They're really noisy today. Wish you didn't need to level them. Yeah, I think there should be some kind of a penalty for changing that, but it shouldn't be so drastic that you have to start from 1. What do you think is in this box? I'm guessing food. Judging by its name, I take it this facility is for gathering lightning energy. Oh yeah, they're working upstairs now again, so sorry for the noises. Let's get this over with. Luckily, this game has a pretty loud in-game sounds with the music and everything that's going on that probably that will drown out most of it. Rika will show you what life can be like wearing a regulator. While I'm not blind to the potential benefits of these regulators, the risks inherent in giving another party the power to alter your memories cannot be overstated. Never mind the ethical consideration of using souls in such a fashion. And the fact that we are essentially erasing, well, we are in fact, erasing dear people from our minds. That's wrong. Given the opportunity, I should very much like to study electrope on behalf of the students. Kachua? What are you doing here? And with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on. I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen Svien's crown. But they aren't wearing anything at all. Oh, Queen Svien's crown is a special regulator. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Kachua said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact that they're weak to lightning. The Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. I brought this lot here to see this danger you speak of. If it's not too much trouble to ask. Oh, of course, in which case, it would be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. Wow, Book, haven't you played any video game before? Of course robots are weak to lightning. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. I hear noises, I'm sorry. Survey the designated locations and defeat any enemies that appear. No! I thought you guys were supposed to be weak to lightning. The heck are you doing here? They're defective sentries. Wait, by the way, we should be popping this every once in a while. South. That should be close. Whee! Oh. It's a doggo. Did a world boss just now? It's difficult with all the lag. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Had to set my home point right next to it. Oh my god, that's bad. This one will do nicely. We'll help you. It's fine, really. I faced worse. Just watch. I don't like the look of this. Let's help. Oh no. Look out! Preserve. She needs healing. No, they've got their own reses. Welcome back. That was embarrassing. The bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Wow, that's loud. Great. I wonder how long that's gonna last. That is freaking loud. So, what shall we do? Do I need to end the stream? I do have to, if that's not gonna stop. Wow. I'm gonna try to get through this cutscene at least. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. Wow. Just like Zoral Ja. Come on, let's get out of here. Just pretend it's in sound effects. Heavy machinery wouldn't be out of place. I can't hear in-game sounds when that's happening. It's so loud. That's also a function of the regulator? Fuck them. Alright, can I get one dialogue piece now? I think I understand now how Zoral Ja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me. You empowered yourself with the soul of the beast. I'm reminded of the Serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard, who did the same. So you've crossed paths with one of the king's elite. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls, those of peoples and those of beasts. It's really hard to focus on this right now. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing you the strength of the chosen animal. Oh! If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Strika. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws, too many and you'll become more beast than man. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings, it becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Scent. Yet unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. The civilizations in the reflections are surprising indeed. Bye, Poil. Thank you for being here. Fuck. Alright, I think what I need to do right now is end the stream here. However, considering my stream time goes up until 6 p.m. normally, my time, and I doubt that those guys are going to be working super late, I'm going to end stream here now, and we're going to continue once they are done with that mess. Thank you for being here for this time and dealing with that noise see you later. Yeah, thank you all for being patient with this. And I'll see you later. Bye!